I'm gonna do a thing called spoken word. It's kind of like poetry, but instead of like more emotion. It's pretty cool if you've heard of it. And also, the kind of thing I've been thinking about lately is just the difference between selfishness and selflessness. So I just want to encourage you guys to be thinking about that. And I hope this just makes you feel. And this is Jake Beaver playing on the guitar for me.
Woo! Yeah,
She is sick and tired of goodbyes. She has had enough of all these lies and excuses and empty words are crippling to say the least. You said you love her, well can you please practice what it is you preach? I stand idly by looking into those eyes that you think you own and all I see is pain. She tries covering it with her cologne, it just makes her feel more and more alone and you like it that way. Ever since that first school day you knew what you were wanting and it is haunting to know that you were wanting child's play. Don't you have enough shades of gray? Don't tell me about your heartache, I've had plenty. Already I'm on a boat of my own unsteady intentions, and I need an intervention for my own redemption. We are all battling selfishness, and you are not an exception. A sin-stained king sits on his throne, while all the king's men to the death are stoned. Momentary pleasure remains to be his momentary metronome. Momentarily awake, glancing over suggestively, the king sees beauty decisively, and giving into lust, he misplaces his trust in himself. That guilty shade was his blame. Forgetting the trade he had paid, he stayed determined to this disgraceful crusade. I am your king, he said. She just cried as she remembered her husband while in that bed, only there because of the crown on that sinner's head. Guilt, it always follows close after. Wilting hearts don't last long with this type of cancer. Oh, honey, I'm home, he said to the wife he hadn't seen in a while. And she just stood there, pregnant, and it wasn't his child. So innocently unaware, he showed her that royal decree. It seems the king wants to see me. The meeting was short, cold, and grim, and he wasn't coming home, the king had killed him. That man was a soldier, a noble warrior who fought for God and country. To the king that was torture, you see, he had been known to fight for that throne, but then he got older. His armor was left cold and his faith a little less bold, so he killed him. That man was the humble servant the king should have been, so he killed him. Consumed in his own self-pity, can't you see? He couldn't stop screaming, what about me? It came off his lips like spoken word poetry, and she took the role of a weeping willow, and the king gave a home to that homeless widow. I'm getting really tired of seeing this type of relationship. The type of relationship where the guy decides to take more than he gives. And by taking the things that he has no right to have in the first place, it just ruins the girl's idea of what real love is like. There are too many boys in this world who can shave, and not enough men. Men who will stand up for what's right. Respect her even when she doesn't want you to. Love her even if she says she doesn't love herself. And stop demanding things from her. Put her needs above your own. And don't you dare use her to satisfy some selfish, lustful desire. She doesn't owe you anything because last time I checked you two weren't married. Stop being so selfish. Man up! Stand firm in your faith. Be strong, be courageous, do everything in love, and stop selfishly yelling out, what about me? The day love ran red won't go to waste. Self-sacrificing passionately. By God's grace, I'll be who you need me to be. Focusing on what I can give and not what I can get. And darling, if I can pull you towards unconditional love, it will be worth it. Thank you guys.